Welcome students. Today we are going to study about profit and loss. This video is presented by me, Sahil Kumar Mishra. So, first of all, what is profit and loss? Before studying that, we have to understand what is cost price, selling price, market price. Why we are going to discuss about that? Because the profit and loss we are going to understand that is related with the market, and in market there is a shopkeeper who buys something, who sells something. So all of the terms are correlated with each other. So first of all, what is cost price? So the amount paid for a product, that price is known as cost price. What is selling price? The amount at which the product is sold, that is known as selling price. What is market price or what is marked price? So the price mentioned by the shopkeeper more than the selling price to give a discount to the buyer. That means what is the marked price? So in that price, the price is marked on the product. So the shopkeeper can give the discount to the buyers. What is profit? The amount gained after selling the product more than its cost price. That amount is known as profit. And what is loss? Similarly, when the product is sold and the selling price is less than the cost price, then it is said the seller has incurred a loss. That means what happened? The seller has bought the product for example 100 rupees, and he is going to sell that at 80 rupees. So in that case he has to face loss of 20 rupees. What is profit? So after, as we have already discussed, after selling a product, if the seller has some financial gains, then it is said to be a profit. So how we can find the profit? As we know, the seller can earn profit when there is selling price more than cost price. So in that case we can say profit is equals to selling price minus cost price. How we can profit percent? Because these type of questions can be asked in the examination. So profit percent we can find by profit upon CP into 100. Similarly for loss, when a seller is going to face the loss when the cost price is more than selling price. So in that case it is obvious that we are going to find for the loss it is CP minus SP or cost price minus selling price. Now what is the loss? How we can find the loss? So loss percent equals to loss upon CP into 100. Now, so a remark, while buying an item, if a shopkeeper made some additional expenses, then these expenses are called overhead expenses. It will be included in the cost price. For example, there is a buyer who is going to buy some kind of products. So he has to transport that product from one place to another place. So in that case the transportation cost is going to be added in the cost price. For example, if a shopkeeper bought 250 books for 75 each, he spent 500 rupees on the binding of the books. That means he has to bind that. Then he sold it in the 20,000 rupees. Calculate the profit or loss percentage. So how we can find the solution? So price of the 250 books, how we can find? As we know, there are total of 250 books, and for each book there is the cost of 75 rupees. So we have to multiply 250 into 75, which is equals to 18,750 rupees. Now cost price of the book will be what? Because he has already spent 500 rupees now. So that is why we have to add that 500 rupees in the amount 18,750. So the amount will be 19,250 rupees. Now what is the selling price? Selling price is 20,000. So it is clear that the SP is more than CP. So he made a profit. So what is profit? Profit equals to SP minus CP. So by calculating we can easily find the 750 rupees is the profit. But what is the question? We have to calculate the profit percent and the loss percent. So for profit percent, what is the formula? Profit upon CP into 100. So after calculation we can get easily 3.90% is the profit percentage. Now we have to also keep in mind some of the points, like profit percent and loss percent are always calculated on the CP and never on the SP. We have to always calculate whether the profit or loss only on the CP. Overheads are always added to the CP to get the total CP. Profit percent or loss percent is calculated on the total CP only. When CP and SP are given for unequal number of quantities, first find the CP or SP of the equal number of quantities and then calculate the profit percent or loss percent. That means the quantities should be equal if you want to find profit or loss percentage. Now there are some of the formulas which are very important. So as we have already discussed that profit is equals to SP minus CP because SP is greater than CP. Second one, loss equals to CP minus SP because CP is greater than SP. Profit percent, profit upon CP into 100, and loss percent, loss upon CP into 100, because we have already discussed we have to always calculate profit percent or loss percent upon CP. Now when profit percent is given and CP is given, how we can find SP? So for that the formula is over here, 100 plus profit percent divided by 100 into CP. Similarly, when loss percent is given and CP is given, in that case we have to find 100 minus loss percent divided by 100 into CP. Now when profit percent is given and SP is given, so in that case we have to put 100 on in the denominator, in the numerator, and 100 upon 100 plus profit percent into SP. Similarly, when loss percent is given and SP is given, we can find CP by 100 minus loss percent into SP. So these are the things which we are going to keep in mind if we want to solve profit and loss related questions in the examination. So goodbye students, have a nice day.